Alright, so boom, today we got LeBron James will never catch Michael Jordan. And with the recent trade to Philly, bro, people are starting to say, like, well, the LeBron haters are starting to say, it's a ring chase. And to be honest, it is a ring chase, bro. Like, is it Sky Green? But on a serious note, it is a ring chase. But he's carried so many teams throughout his career. Like, even the Lakers, when he came to them, were trash, bro. People be acting like he would transfer to a super team with the Lakers. They sucked. And then they started building around him, stuff like that. But let's just get straight into the video, bro. You feel me? I just feel like it's been. I want to play devil's advocate a little bit. You feel me? There's been a lot of LeBron hate. Let me see what this guy got.
Breaking news out of the NBA: LeBron James is taking his talents to Philadelphia.
What?
How about that? Isn't that amazing?
I actually think this is something Kobe would be. I don't know if proud's the right word.
Proud is the word, I think.
Yeah, but I think he would be like, hell yeah.
If you're doing something that's so easy, man, you might want to reconsider what you're doing. Like I can't. You know, Durant's been a friend of mine for a very, very long time. Yeah, I mean, he's been a friend of mine for a long time.
I ain't gonna lie, I've never seen this.
So is LeBron and all those guys. Would I make the same decision? No.
From the longtime agent of Jordan saying, I really liked LeBron, but I think if Jordan had cherry-picked what teams he wanted to be on and two other superstars, he would have won 15 championships.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Could Jordan have really won 15 chips, though, if he chose a different team? But low-key, and he also has superstars on his team that were drafted on, like, the first few years, sure. But LeBron stuck with the Cavs the first few years, too, you feel me? But him never leaving.
When looking through NBA history and various mega superstar players, there was always a precedent, a code of sorts, that you don't team hop, ring chase, and form stacked rosters of fellow superstar players. And if you did leave your team like a Kareem or Wilt Chamberlain, the only time you did that is after giving a championship to the team that drafted you. Now, when this all changed, of course, was in the summer of 2010 with LeBron James. As Lakers moved to South Beach, at that point unprecedented, and to this day, a jaw-dropping move that is simply inexcusable.
And this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
You disgust me.
If I knew that was acceptable, I would have just went to Chicago. If I knew that.
Yeah, what? I did not know Shaq ever said this either. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these, I didn't know a lot of NBA legends said this about Bron's trade because I wasn't really fully conscious.
Acceptable, I would have went and played with the Spurs. If I knew that was okay, you know what I'm saying? I would have went and played with a team that was almost there, like Utah. I would have went and played Utah.
For the modern NBA, that move in 2010 was a flashpoint for tons of nonsense shenanigans with superstar players jumping ship and changing teams almost every 4 years. Look at Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, as well as James Harden. The LeBron James
James Harden low-key switched teams a lot, but people never say anything because he really is good and he never won a ring. If James Harden won a ring, bro, people would he be called the team hopper?
Team hopping, ring chasing, and hunting for stacked rosters. And fast forward 16 years later, yes, LeBron James is a little bit older, slower, has a few more gray hairs, but the overall mindset has not changed. As of course now, joining Philadelphia on a stacked super team with at least 3 other All-Stars. This Philly team prior to LeBron James' debatably was already a super team, as at worst had 3 All-Stars and possibly 4, that being Brown, Maxey, Embiid, and VJ. That team right there, at worst, a top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, the puncher's chance to make the finals.
He stacked it in Miami. He stacked it in Cleveland. He stacked it in LA. Now he's stacking it in Philly.
Stacked it in LA is crazy. LA did not have a super team when LeBron got there. Cleveland, bro.
You can't keep getting away with this.
So that to me, I'm gonna still have the same criticism I've always had. He's always stacked his team.
If you're going to compare LeBron James to Jordan, something you really shouldn't do. Mike in his career not once had a stacked roster like this Philly team the 2027 season. And to give you guys some context, make a cross-era comparison, Brown this year was 4th in scoring, Maxey was 5th, Embiid was 10th, and VJ was 89th. Let's say Michael Jordan, age 38, coming out of retirement in 2002. He joins the players in that era who ranked the exact same as those guys in scoring the previous season. What that would look like is Kobe Bryant, who was 4th, Vince Carter was 5th, Marv Wright was 10th, and Vlade Divac, who was 89th. That team right there, undoubtedly, the super team that in 02, at least to making the NBA Finals. If Michael Jordan did that in 2002, of course he wouldn't. It would be disgraceful, embarrassing for his legacy and a player of his status. As look at the all-time great legends, top 10, top 5. Those guys don't do that and stack the deck so shamelessly. Even look at...
I'm going to be honest. Even as a LeBron fan, I can admit, bro, the team hopping, I feel like he should have retired. I don't even know if it can be considered team... Well, it is team hopping, but I don't know if I say he's hopping like crazy, bro. But he should have retired after that chip, bro. Or after he won the scoring title. Him going to Philly right now after, like, getting bounced in the playoffs, like, bro, back to back. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. It's not a good look, and it's not helping his legacy, but
Kobe,
there's
in a
nothing to be
cross-air
honest.
comparison. Again, looking at scoring averages, the 4th-ranked player, 5th, 10th, and 9th, was like Embiid, Maxey, VJ, and Brown. In 2014, Kobe, when he's post his prime, coming off injury. Here's what it looked like that year when joining that team with those scoring ranks. Even LeBronJames, who was 4th, Harden, who was 5th, Aldridge was 10th, and Vucevic, who was 89th. These cross-air comparisons are very, very telling. As looking at those teams, LeBron, Harden, Aldridge, then Jordan having Kobe, Vince, Marbury, those are stacked super teams. Everyone can realize that. LeBron this summer in 2026 had an equivalent of that in his own era. Once again, disgraceful, should be beneath him, but LeBron time and time again really has no shame.
He's not chasing the ring. You hear these things like, why do we have to chase? He got 4. There's nothing to chase. He's not chasing the ghosts or anything like that.
Now, one thing I do want to address very quickly, looking at people defending LeBron's moves, saying, he's not ring chasing, not stacking the deck, those fans, of course, are embarrassing, coping, and they're flat out lying. But the one defense I've heard over and over again is, Philadelphia hasn't won a championship since 1983. Because of that fact, they're not a super team in 2026
Are you serious?
What defines a super team isn't a franchise's history.
I ain't gonna lie, that's an unethical argument, bro. Right now, at the current moment, they're actually cooking the Boston Celtics. If they play, the Celtics kind of messed up. Even though I thought the Jaylen Brown trade wasn't that bad. Like, I see what they were trying to do. Even though it was sucked, it was a bad trade. I see the idea. You feel me? If Paul George actually shoots well, like he was shooting last season, bro, they didn't really they didn't do too bad. If he shoots horrible,
lack of championships.
They did bad.
If you get 4 superstar players,
really
put them on the Kings or Nets. Those teams, those franchises have no history of winning championships. But looking at that team in the moment, they're a super team, no questions asked.
You guys got to remember the goal of the Celtics, bro.
Is indeed a
super
super team.
Get rid of Brown.
Jalen, Maxey, Embiid, VJ, and LeBronJames. And even looking at their depth, guys like Dean Wade, Simons, they're getting KCP, got a couple of nice young rookies. This team has depth, superstar talent, and the Eastern Conference should in fact be the favorites, or at the very least, tied with New York.
He talked about the desire to win. If I'm going to do all of this again, it's because I want to win.
Yeah, ring chasing.
It can't be ring chasing if you have 4 rings. Possible.
He's chasing a 5th. What do you mean?
You're not ring chasing.
You went full retard, man.
Right now, looking at the 2 biggest winners LeBron going to Philadelphia is not LeBron himself, Jaylen Brown, anyone actively playing in the NBA. The 2 biggest winners of this choice are indeed Kobe and Michael Jordan. And you might ask, why is that? It's pretty simple. Looking at Kobe's career, 20 total years, he won 5 titles. That in the vacuum, highly impressive, an all-time resume.
Because that is low-key a quarter of his career he won championships. So that's low-key, that's pretty good. That's not even low-key, that's high.
But adding the little details in there, Kobe not once left LA and teamed up with 2 top 10 players where he stacked roster like Philadelphia, LeBron James in 2026.
As a leader, you gotta be able to take the good with the bad, man. You can't just, because the ship's sinking, all of a sudden I'm gonna jump off and swim to another ship like that. You don't do that, right? You can win championships.
But I don't feel like LeBron ever did that, bro. Right now, the Lakers were disrespecting him. He played his heart out. He went crazy on defense and everything. Like, regular season, he's too old to go crazy on defense. Off season, he tried super crazy and decided, we don't want to pay LeBron. We're going to pay Austin Reeves. Like, what? He's a cone. A literal cone. I'm sorry, bro.
Miss the playoffs in front of everybody.
No, it's hard. It's hard to stay.
It is hard.
And that's why in the jersey retirement ceremony, I talked about that. It might have been easier for you to leave. And, you didn't.
Okay, at some points in Kobe's career, I feel like it would have been easier for him to leave.
Look at Michael Jordan for his entire prime. Where was that played? the Chicago Bulls for 13 solid years. And even looking at Washington, that team in 02 and 03, they weren't a stacked super team, tons of superstars, all-star talent. That was their team, at the very least, were average, but if being honest, they were pretty poor. If Michael Jordan had a LeBron James mindset in 2002, he would have stacked the deck for a couple of cheap rings. And think how easy it would have been. Go to the Spurs, Mavericks, Lakers, an elite team in the West, or a team in the Eastern Conference that already had multiple All-Stars. If you're looking at superstar players through history, tons of them could have done this. But looking at those players, they had integrity, respect to the game, the fans, and their team and organization. LeBron James has none of those. And that right there is a big-time separator.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
For guys like Magic, Bird,
I feel like they just didn't want to ruin their legacy.
Their careers are aging like fine wine. The simple fact that they're prime with one NBA team. Looking at LeBron James,
even as a LeBron fan, bro, I be feeling like he doesn't consider his legacy sometimes when he makes moves. It's like, bro, from an outside perspective, you take a step back. If you relax, there's only enough people, like, you would be good.
He built super teams in his 20s, 30s, and now 40s. That right there is a fact.
Bro, besides Miami, what super team was LeBron on? What are we talking about?
And how they got it done. And look at all LeBron stops. Which team truly is a LeBron James team? Is the Miami Heat? Not really. Only 4 years, a small stint, and D-Wade's the king of South Beach, the king of the Heat franchise. Looking at the Lakers, don't make me laugh, LeBron James, not a true Laker, an ultimate great Laker legend. For Philly fans, can you really claim him? On this team, at best, he's a third option, he's 41 years old, and clearly past his prime. LeBron being a Sixer, a true Sixer, is never going to happen. So what does that leave us with? The Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James over and over again disrespects Cleveland, their fans, and the entire Cavs organization. Of course, 2010, the decision, that was embarrassing, an absolute debacle. 2014, going back, quote-unquote, returning home and never leaving. 4 years later, left again. And this summer, over and over again, teasing a return.
I genuinely wish he came to Cleveland.
And he didn't come back. He went to Philadelphia, which is 2 hours away. If you're a Cavs fan...
Cleveland was pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Would it have been as easy as, like, Philly or something? No. But I feel like if he came to the Cavs, bro, he still could have put up a fight. If he brought a second chip to the Cavaliers, even if it took, like, 2-3 years, bro, it would have been crazy. Like, let's be honest.
Right now, you gotta feel pretty foolish. As even looking at LeBron's own letter, shouting out LA and Miami. When he shouted out Cleveland, he said this: Northeast Ohio will always home. So that right there is in the video, and I'll say one last thing. Looking at LeBron's overall career, a very promising career, this guy time and time again has made the wrong choices, the incorrect decisions of where to go and who to team up with. And again, it's not LeBron James leaving teams so frequently. That to some fans will piss them off. But for me, it goes beyond that. The teams LeBron James joins are stacked to the gills. Cleveland, 2 All-Stars, Miami, 2 All-Stars.
Bro, Cleveland, like, what was it called? They're not, like, it's not like LeBron went to a super team. Like, that was super crazy.
Now Philadelphia, a stacked roster super team that is primed to an NBA.
The Lakers sucked and he built them, let's be honest. Lady him got to work.
Long story short, looking at other superstars in league history, nobody's had more help than LeBron Ramon James. Consistent help over a 20-year period. That for his fans is one thing you can't ignore. When LeBron James wins, he has copious amounts of help, superstars, and stacked rosters. That was true in his prime, in his 30s, and now in his post-prime at age 40. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't know. I don't feel like LeBron's been on a lot of super teams in his career. In the grand scheme of things, besides Miami, I can't see it. Now, with Philly, I can see it, bro. You feel me? I don't think he joined any other super teams. People be treating him like he did a KD move 4 times over right now. Like, let's just relax, bro. That's not what happened. But I feel like he should have came to Cleveland in his career there, even if he didn't win a chip. Or he should just retired on some real, like, you feel me? Let's be honest, bro. Winning this ring might actually hurt his legacy. I'm going to be so real. And not winning this ring might hurt his legacy even worse. I genuinely don't know what's worse. If he loses or if he wins a ring. Are people going to be like, he's team hopping, got carried to a ring? Or are people going to be like, oh, he went to the Philly, couldn't even win a ring there, went to a super team? That's horrible. Like, genuinely, it's going to be a KD Brooklyn situation. I don't even want to think about this, bro. Let's end the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm seeing you on the next one.